How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you exactly what it's like to drive a 1970 Ford F250 reimagined by Velocity Modern Classics. They've taken the beautiful design language of the 5th generation F-Series and combined it with modern luxurious amenities as well as a modern powertrain. And the result is absolutely incredible. They've rebuilt this car from the ground up, and all of the fit and finishes are legitimately perfect. Under the hood of the F250 is a 5-liter Coyote V8 making 430 horsepower, and it sounds absolutely incredible with its custom fabricated exhaust. Power is sent through the automatic transmission to all 4 wheels. We've got these gorgeous painted wheels on 33-inch off-road tires. I love the little yellow accents in there. Custom Fox Racing off-road suspension, front and rear. Now, if we come around to the front of the truck, we've got upgraded LED headlights, so you can see much better than a classic 1970s vehicle. All of the little touches and details on this car are amazing. I love the Velocity orange logo in the front, that two-tone paintwork, the nice white and blue. And if we come around to the rear of the truck, get this. We've got these 2 gorgeous jump seats in the back, incredibly beautiful bed. And I love this woven leather with multiple different leather colors. That just looks so classy and so high-end. Let's take a look at the rear of the truck with that custom exhaust, beautiful tailgate, Florida plates because this car is made in Florida. But the beauty continues on the inside as well. We also have these large side view mirrors, so visibility isn't a problem whatsoever. The quality of this custom door handle is insane. Listen to the sound it makes. And we've got a nice step that electronically goes down when you open the door, and if you close the door, that goes right back up. Let's go ahead and hop on the interior. We've got that beautiful blue woven leather. I mean, these are some of the most spectacular seats I've ever seen, kind of a bench seat layout. Get a load of the door panels. We've got upgraded speaker system. The interior of the F250 is as gorgeous as the exterior. Let's go ahead and close the door. Listen to how solid the door closing sound is. It's like closing a bank vault or a G-Wagon. GT Performance steering wheel. It feels great in your hands. Nice contrasted leather stitching. Custom full leather dash. Nice contrasted stitching as well. I love the white dash layout. We've also got a Dakota digital dash. Really, really cool. I love the horizontal layout for the Speedo. Some controls right here for the all-wheel drive system. Also with that gorgeous leather that's woven. I mean, even the floor mats, everything is top-notch in here. Modernized AC unit, so you don't get super hot. Really nice. Brand new rear view mirror as well. And some nice leather sunshades. All right, guys, I think it's time to get this thing out on the road and see what it's like to drive. All right, guys, behind the wheel of the F250 now. Got this really classic looking key. Put it in the ignition, which is actually to the left of the steering column, kind of Porsche-esque. Fire up that beautiful 5-liter Coyote V8 column mounted shifter. Let's go ahead and shift it into drive. Now, I will say it's really hot today and the air conditioning works extremely well. So having these little modern creature comforts is so nice. It's 100 degrees out, and if this had air conditioning from the 1970s, I think I'd be absolutely dying. Steering wheel fits amazingly in your hand. Is this the horn? Well, I don't know, it doesn't make a sound, but it does feel like a horn. All right, let's go ahead and take off. I love the fact that the RPM gauge is actually little digital squares on the top of the Speedo right there. Got the turning indicators right there, which actually feel really nice to the touch. And off we go. Listen to this V8. It's actually relatively fast and sounds pretty darn good. Now, I think this particular truck is just having an issue with the seal right here, but there is a lot of wind noise coming in through this little port right here. Now, if you push this forward and you push it to the side, it actually gives you a little extra window in front of the windows here. My only real complaint with the Velocity F250 is the roll-up windows take a large amount of effort to turn. They kind of get stuck sometimes. Other than that though, I really like the way this truck drives. You can see over the hood very easily. Visibility is fantastic, rear view mirror. It's a very easy vehicle to drive, but it gives you a lot more confidence than a typical car from the 1970s. The steering is a lot tighter than I was expecting. It feels pretty direct for a truck. I mean, it's by no means a sports car level of steering feel, but the smaller diameter steering, as well as a pretty tight steering rack, results in a nice package. Now we've got upgraded disc brakes, so you're not worried about slowing this thing down when you've got that upgraded V8 engine. It actually gives you a lot of confidence with that brake pedal right there. But overall, it's just such a unique experience behind the wheel of this vehicle. I love that leather dash, the contrasted white throughout the dash. We've even got Bluetooth, so you can play music if you want over the speaker systems. It's such a cool vehicle to just cruise in, and I guess you could use it as a utility vehicle, although it's so nice in here. I'd hate to ruin the beautiful leather seats. Love the fact that it's got the jump seats in the back. You can take your kids around or take your friends, sit in those smaller seats and just have an absolute blast. It rides really nicely, actually. I thought it would have a little bit more body roll and sway all over the place, but the Fox off-road suspension is actually relatively tight. I don't know exactly how incredible this thing would be in a tough off-road environment, but that's not the point. It's too beautiful and the paintwork is too nice to take this thing in some intense off-road environments. I do love all the little touches, the fit and finishes of everything. The air conditioning vents are this nice metal. Ooh, they're getting a little frosty because it's so darn hot outside. Take a look at the instrument cluster. We've got fuel gauge right here, battery voltage, oil, coolant temp, speedometer, and then another speedo right here in a digital readout, as well as the mileage. Got a nice little ashtray right here and some storage over there as well. This thing is fun. All right, go ahead and hop out onto a main road and give it a little gas so you can hear this thing. It does sound good. It's not incredibly fast because it is a relatively heavy truck, but listen to this. The one thing I honestly wish this truck had is a manual transmission. Nice, there's a cop. I think if we had a manual trans with this V8, it would be a crazy driving experience. But for cruising around, I mean, this feels kind of like an epic PCH style vehicle. Beautiful day, open these windows right here, just have the air breezing through, and it's very, very comfortable. The seats are really, really comfy as well. I mean, you can ride over bumps and you barely even feel them. All right, I'll let you listen to this V8 a little more. It does slow down pretty well. Like I said, limited body roll in the corners for a truck. One thing I will say about the column mounted shifter, and maybe I'm just reading it wrong, but I don't see any indication anywhere on the dash or on the mounted shifter itself to let you know what gear you're in. So I can feel that it's in drive because it'll shift forward a little bit, it'll bump you. And then I can kind of feel when it's in reverse because it'll bump you backwards. But knowing when you're in park versus drive versus reverse is a little bit stressful. I was parked very close to a wall when I picked this thing up, and I really wasn't confident what gear I was in. So I would like to have some sort of label on the vehicle letting me know what gear that I'm actually in. Honestly, coming into this review, I had no idea what to expect. I got sent some pictures and a little bit of stats. I thought it was beautiful, but had no idea what it was going to be like to drive, and I'm pleasantly surprised. It's a relaxing, nice, easy driving experience, but at the same time, it doesn't have slop in the wheel, the brakes are confidence-inspiring, and it also sounds really, really good. Imagine this thing with a blower on that Coyote V8. I read somewhere that they do some kind of custom builds where you can go crazy with the horsepower. I think, I don't know if it really suits the character of this truck whatsoever, but with a big supercharger and a manual transmission, this truck would be absolutely insane. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.